Alright, let's track down this helix stone.
A brighter tomorrow. Today.
Hey, our last game was Monsters, Inc.
Oh yeah. Yay, we do get to see him on the tram. That's fun. Man, this place is huge. Looks like UVU, my college.
It's time we meet in person. My office is on the second floor of this facility.
I seem to remember this level pretty well. I think I like this level.
Yeah. It's the level after it that has a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, I don't remember this one too well. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Lots of culty stuff laying around and the corpses and...
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Here's the one with the screw top glory kills.
Ah.
The other ones are just finding stuff. So this one's a pretty breezy one to get all 3 challenges. Yeah, I think I did some grinding for, like, Rune upgrades between parts here.
Mm-hmm. Subspace communication systems. That implies they have FTL in this universe. I mean, faster than light travel.
That's 2. I think I always want to get all 5 right here with these guys, but it doesn't always happen, because that happens. Alright, 3. Ah.
Aw.
There's more. There's plenty.
Stop. He's already dead.
Yes,
Well,
I like getting armor upgrades. Sue me.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Judging by
everyone just goes straight for ammo, and then health is secondary, and armor is just if you get around to it.
Yeah, I fell into that trap early on and regretted it. I was like, man...
I'm not sure if it's a trap, it's just that's what everyone does.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got an armor rune, so every piece of armor you pick up contributes towards it.
Oh, I see.
And right there, even though I had 92 and I picked up, I think, 50 pickup, all 50 went towards that rune, so...
Nice, that's good. Because otherwise I was going to say you're suffering some kind of mind goblin.
No, I'm usually good about leaving stuff behind, even if I know I'm never going to come back to it. If I can't pick it up now, whatever.
I've been working really hard on using consumables, and I think I'm finally breaking that mental curse.
I was able to break it in Kingdom Hearts one time. I remember there within my first like 6 playthroughs of KH2, like it was like 3 through 6. Every time I would make a mental note of like, let's try to use more of this playthrough, and one of that was items, and I was actually like, hey, ethers are great. Alright, got him.
Fully indoctrinated, they have assimilated the UAC core belief, a world of power, born again of fire. Their unquestioning worth and devotion.
There's Olivia Pierce.
Eugenics research?
Yeah! Yeah, that is impressive attention to detail that this very evil future company has a eugenics division.
Are we gonna get shoot, I forgot the word. A phrenologist up in here? Oh gosh.
Oh yes. Well then
we will
just
measure these
Activision
demon
Blizzard.
skulls. Oh man.
Ooh, more holograms.
We are not advancing enough applicants, and our faith is nothing without believers. We cannot conduct our work without them.
And what kind of work is it that you're doing, Olivia? I haven't seen a report from your team in months now, have I? Can I trust that you can maintain your distance and control of the situation?
Of course. I believe in our work, but in order to make progress, we will have to make even greater sacrifices.
This isn't progress, it's madness. The board understands the peculiar nature of your work, and no one is in the dark on what those sacrifices mean to mankind. But your judgment is no longer considered sound.
They convinced the board of directors that a satanic cult was absolutely necessary.
Even Samuel Hayden?
Samuel was like, well, if that's what's required for Argent Energy, then I guess that's what's required. But it's still like, do we really need the satanic cult part?
No. If anything, that just ups your possibility of something going wrong. Like, everything so far has been pretty technological. Although I'm reminded of the Rick and Morty episode, Something Wicked This Way Cometh, which is a parody of Something Wicked This Way Cometh. But instead of the devil setting up a carnival, he sets up a shop full of cursed items, and Rick, not wanting to be one-upped, buys those items and then discovers how to, like, uncurse them. And I don't know, it's really funny. The point is, why did I bring this up? I can't remember why I brought.
Cult.
Oh, right. What I was saying is, Rick shows if you can science your way out of, like, satanic stuff to, like, you know, it's like, I figured out how to make this safer without all the mumbo jumbo woo woo. Meanwhile, in the latest season, him and Morty are just screwing around in a pet cemetery, experimenting, like, so wait, if we bury this car, will the gas tank refill? Or if we, like, Benjamin Franklin came back evil, what if we wrap him in tinfoil and try again? I don't know, it's really stupid, but the show is that's the thing, the show is the best when it's not trying too hard to be smart. It's just being really clever. There's a big difference.
Yeah, I guess the way I imagined the Argent Energy thing is that I think that it can be purely technological, but Olivia just sort of convinced everyone, gaslit, if you will, that all the cult stuff was necessary or would lead to better results, or it was just like everyone getting caught up in the aesthetics of it all.
Right.
Not being able to separate the means from the result.
Yes. You could say the means justified the ends.
Something like that.
Yeah, I did that backwards on purpose, but I don't know if that joke works. Man, no matter how much I turn this video down, gosh dang loud. There we go.
Game is loud, yeah.
Like, I have it at 50% right now.
I find 70 to 80 is right for my setup.
To be fair, we're using different, like, stuff.
Yeah, we have different, like, system volume levels and whatnot.
Are
Thank
you,
goodness for normalized audio.
Yeah, something that needs to be legally mandated, if you ask me, for TV. Like, the commercials are obnoxious. Oh, hey.
Do not be alarmed by the system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether, a means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow its installation voluntarily. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I have supplies in my office. This way, please. Save your ammunition.
I never shot him. That's funny.
Yeah,
does he have a shield or what?
Yeah, he does. If you move, like, at all, Doomguy lowers his gun, so you have to shoot him, like, immediately after. without moving. But yeah, I feel as though that I have supplies in my office is aimed directly at the player.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever supplies you need.
It's like the game knows that it has to bribe the player with ammo and health.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice respite.
It is.
I mean,
but once
I
again,
can
this is the
picture
type
him-
of thing that desperately needs a skip button for later,
Yeah.
for repeat
Oh,
playthroughs.
yeah.
Devastating.
Who are those guys?
I am committed to helping you.
Those are Night Sentinels.
Oh, right. We see them more in Eternal.
An understanding of
Yes, we do.
the world is derived from the
Glad to see they're
inscriptions
actually in this
stone
game.
artifact we pulled from hell in the earliest days of the program. We call it the Helix Stone.
Oh, right, they didn't say Helix Stone until now.
It is our most closely guarded asset. Olivia was obsessed with it. From it, we learned how to manipulate Hell's energy, bend it to our will, take advantage of their resources. It also led us to you. The Helix Stone showed us how to harness the power of the well. I believe it will show you how to shut it down. For years, Olivia has kept the Helix in her private office in the Lazarus Labs, which is only accessible through a secure elevator from the Advanced Research Complex across the chasm. Your affinity for guns is apparent. I'm confident you'll find something useful there as well.
Once again, the game is bribing us.
The service elevator is at the end of the hall.
You know, it's funny. The way he said guns felt like it was with extreme disdain.
He was like, I know you are only in this for your toys. You'll find something in there, I'm sure. You know?
boorish lot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm picturing him drinking gasoline straight out of that gasoline container.
And we get another Codex entry on him.
Yeah, that one's good. So would you say we're 2/3 through the game?
Thereabouts. Ooh, let's get a... Yeah, power up upgrades in this menu for the Praetor suit upgrades. Typically, power-ups get the short end of the stick. I quite like getting like full health every time I pick one up, and
Oh yeah,
having a little explosion happen when they're done.
like that's super helpful. It's like how I don't know if you were ever bad enough at Metroid like to have the advantage of basically when you get an energy tank, it refills your energy completely. That's gotten me out of quite a few jams as a kid.
Certainly, there's been a couple of times where a well-timed energy tank has been a lifesaver.
It's in the basement. We don't have a basement. You do now. That is a very obscure quote from The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. A show that, honestly, there is so much meme potential that nobody touches, and it's a shame. I should do something about that.
Perhaps.
I've realized
Alright.
that Tigger has Cosmo Kramer energy. But that's just me having the brain rot.
All right, we got
it's a
Cyber Mancubi now.
Mancubus.
He's got like laser cannons and stuff.
His mouth looks so stupid.
But you want to know what makes him so much worse? He's got a VR headset.
Oh no!
Which
he
is
does
hilarious because we are right now. It's the Apple Vision Pro or whatever has like come out, so it's
I
the
do like
return
that-
of the glass holes.
Yeah, I do like the fact that he looks like the average redditor and or just I don't know basement
Oh
dwelling.
no, that it is. There is a lot of, speaking of meme potential, the Cyber Mancubus
he's
probably
fun.
has a lot.
Did you see how that one I forgot the name, so I'm gonna say Bone Boy. Spun around in a circle before he exploded. That was good.
The Revenant. Oh, and you know
Yeah.
what? So the Cyber Mancubus is generally more powerful, but his projectiles aren't on fire, so they just sort of hit instead of causing you to take lasting damage. So it's like, yeah, until I got on the subreddit, I was still in part of the cringe fire gang, and now my projectiles are 25%. And it's like, well, now they don't burn them. Like, it's honestly perfect Reddit thing.
Now I want to see a Mancubus with a fedora on.
I actually think that might be a thing in Eternal with one of the alternate skins.
That's fantastic. So they do know what they're doing. Yeah. I'm one to talk because I'm working on being less of a fat ass, but yeah.
Well, I'm getting worse before I'm getting better on that front.
Oh, my friend. Stop it in its tracks because the momentum or the negative momentum that builds is bad. You don't want to get to my level.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure that I had to, like a lot of levels, I had to do restart the recording at least once. Yes, this is another one where you can only move for so long after each kill.
Honestly, the plasma... Wait, do you have to use this gun?
Yes, each rune trial you're given one weapon, and maybe you have a weapon mod for it, and if so, it's the unupgraded version of that mod.
Luckily, they kind of come to you.
Yes, but this is a movement shooter, and dodging projectiles is absolutely necessary.
Right.
But got it.
It's funny. I got a lot better at Halo when I started playing it like a cover shooter, actually using the environment to my advantage. And then I played a lot of Doom and found I was just as effective, if not more so, just playing Halo 4 like I played Doom. Just insanely aggressive. But I guess always being moving has its advantages too. I mean, I wasn't stupid. I wasn't like running out in the middle of the map where I could get duck hunted to death. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I ever got this.
Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3.
I can picture Gianni saying that.
This is from Doom 3. In the very beginning of Doom 3, there's this arcade machine in the break room you can play. Yeah. I believe it was a riff on, like, the accusations of violent video games, because Doom 3 was, like, 2004.
Yeah. My favorite thing about violent video games, like all the accusations, is not only has the science not been able to prove a negative correlation between violence and video games. Oh, wait, positive correlation. They proved a negative correlation briefly when a violent game comes out because whatever psychopaths could be satiated for a while, I guess, but it doesn't make you more violent.
Yes.
Oh, that was dodgy.
That jump is iffy as crap. I've failed it numerous times, and I think I got it first try both recording attempts. This area is a little infamous for being chock full of secrets, but it's also over a bottomless pit.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I'm glad that the pearl clutching has continued to be proven false.
Yeah, I believe that there is some kind of thing where there is a slight desensitizing effect. It doesn't lead to more violence, but it can, kind of zone you out. However, it's the same thing or worse happens if you watch, like,
violent movies
the news.
Yeah. Like,
the news
honestly,
is actually worse than movies and games because it's actual events.
Well, the news is just trying, like, most news is trying to just, like, freak you out, get you in a panic mode to then, like, buy stuff. It's really bad. Especially there's nothing I love more than listening to those crazed talk show hosts, Alex Jones specifically, going on about all this stuff and then just start shilling pills left and right and vitamins. It's kind of hilarious, like clockwork. I'm reminded of What's the guy with the crystal head vodka?
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. The longer he lives, the less serious I can take that man.
Oh yeah, that's right. On my first recording attempt, I forgot to get this.
Oh. Oh, nice. But yeah, listening to him in the new Ghostbusters sequel coming out, I'm just like, oh gosh.
I am so over caring about new Ghostbusters stuff.
Yeah.
It's like...
Bill Murray seems like he's actually having fun in this one this time, so that's good. But yeah, I will always say they fumbled the bag so hard. And they should have made it before Egon died. They could have done everything pretty close to the same, just better written, and just been like, hey, these are our kids, they're gonna, you know, follow in our footsteps. I would have been cool with that. And heck, the one, like, science girl could have been Egon's daughter, like, easily. But nope, they're just...
There
like,
were a lot of ways that Afterlife could have gone.
I'm not even talking about Afterlife. I'm talking about the infamous one I saw 3 times in theaters because, oh, shoot, is that, like,
You mean Lady Ghostbusters?
Lady Ghostbusters. It's because, I don't know, I saw it once with my family, once with my uncle who really likes horror movies, and then I saw it a third time for some reason I can't remember, but I will say the tech in that movie's fun, the effects are fun. Like, Katie McKinnon is carrying that entire movie on her back, and let's face it, she can't carry Amy Schumer. That's just asking too much of anyone. That's mean. No, if I'm gonna insult that woman, it's gonna be on her bad humor. I don't know.
Oh, I just love the corpse flies up.
It is funny though, like, so you know why Ghostbusters originally, and then this one, why it was casted the way it was?
No.
So the reason is back in the day they were like, hey, what if we take all the superstars from Saturday Night Live and have them be in a movie together? And that's how we got the first Ghostbusters. So they thought if they jump, you know, they're like, well, if we do the same thing, maybe we'll have similar success. Forgetting the fact that, I don't know, comedy and comedians just don't hit the same these days. Granted, there are some...
For me, the whole Ghostbusters thing is as simple as it was lightning in a bottle. It cannot be recreated. Stop trying.
I agree 100%. I will say there's some new people in Saturday Night Live that are hilarious. Specifically, and this is a super funny bit. Pat and Wooly would love this if they're not aware of its existence, especially Wooly. The bit is they have 2 newscasters, one black, one white. And what they do is they write jokes for each other.
Oh, I've seen that. Oh,
it's so great. Gosh dang funny. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I miss spoof movies so much.
If only they were still
like
good
spoof movies.
But
unfortunately, that one company ran them into the ground.
We are getting to the point where, like, the scary movie and its ilk are the ones that people grew up with, and when they think of spoof movies, that's what they think of.
The closest thing I've seen to a good spoof movie is Ted 1 and Ted 2. Like, honestly. But to be fair, and the Ted TV series, and that's probably due to the fact that, well, when Seth MacFarlane's doing his thing, it's actually usually pretty funny.
Okay, so this little area here, I
Nice.
run around aimlessly for a bit.
Like, for a
Once
reason,
I clear
or it just
everything out.
happens?
I was trying to do a very specific order of how to do things, and I guess I just kept not finding what I was looking for.
I made
eventually
similar
just say,
mistakes.
screw it. Oop.
Scan failed. Security clearance required. Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I just got stuck in here because I kept getting confused by similar looking areas. I should have read the labels. That was my mistake. Tadashi is dead because of you. That was his mistake. The one problem with Big Hero 6.
Oh, that's... I should have let the enemies go into the area for this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've done that. That's fun. So my favorite thing about this whole place is it's like you see them developing the BFG, like different aspects of it.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
So there are 2 of these machines. Both of them are for the weapon mods that they had originally planned to give the BFG, but ended up getting cut.
Oh, no. That sucks. Did Eternal bring them back?
Nope. They did
Darn
a different
it.
thing with it.
That sucks.
So you know what this little room reminds me of?
What?
The shield generators on ships in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, yeah. Man, I loved Assault Mode. That was so fun.
Oh, yeah.
The fact you could drop a gunship in the hangar and that becomes a spawn point was so broken.
But yeah, I was looking for that room to start off with, but the other one was actually better. So...
So, based on the hints in here, do we have a pretty good idea what these weapon mods would have done?
Probably a focused beam and... Let's see. Quick rapid fire.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing that they were having trouble figuring out, like, a good use for it, because, like, that other beam, how would it be different than Siege Mode?
That's true. I guess just more powerful.
Yeah, they were probably just like, it's a bit much. Let's just have the BFG stand on its own.
Face.
Doomguy may be a good person, but he certainly doesn't give much of a crap about corpses. Just like, they're dead now. Nothing I can do for them.
I died many times to this because I did not understand all of the things I had to jump through.
Yeah, I mean, they have these little platforms over here with green, so they're kind of telling you, hey, stand on this.
Yeah. I think my problem was I didn't realize I had to shoot out the security system. So I just waited and waited and waited and then finally realized I was being stupid. It's an aperture.
Oh man, this is reminding me of AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana initiative. One particular spoilery bit.
If Sly was here, oh, he could have surfed on those lasers somehow.
You can see where the lasers cut the floor of this little BFG holding area.
Oh.
Is the gun okay?
So, amazingly, the gun is not hurt.
Yeah, but he looks over and makes sure. I mean, I guess if it was damaged, then it could blow up in his face, so he could be worried about that.
Oh my gosh.
They lined the room with barrels just for the heck of it. And since I have the upgraded ammo boost rune, I already have that BFG shot back.
That's crazy.
Seriously, it drops ammo a lot more than you'd think.
Yeah. I assume the infinite ammo thing does not apply to the BFG.
It does not. It does not apply to the ones that are represented with pips at the bottom. So that includes the chains. Yeah, the chainsaw.
Right. I'm looking forward to getting the sword in Doom Eternal, but I'll wait for that when it happens.
Now, did you get the deluxe edition with all the DLC as well?
I think I bought it piecemeal like an idiot.
But you do have it.
I bought Ancient Gods and Monsters on sale, I want to say. Yeah, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I have it all.
Yeah, there's Ancient Gods Part 1 and Part 2. I think when I first played this, I had a bit of trouble with this mission. Use the charge shot, and if you don't charge it up all the way, it should make them staggered. And don't aim for the head.
Really? Don't aim for the head.
You'll
'cause
headshot
you
and kill him. You want a body shot so you can stagger him.
Right.
But yeah, I think one of the tips in the game is if an enemy has a head, it's a weak point. Which I thought was a very good...
Apropos.
Yeah, very good design element for enemies.
Man, you know who needs to make a video on this series? Or a couple of... Yeah, at least 2 videos. Russian Badger.
That would
I feel
be
like
cool.
he'd have a lot of. I feel like he'd have a lot of fun with this.
I know that he has made at least one of his friends represented by Doomguy in the past, so he certainly knows of it.
Yeah. Like, how long was it between this game and the last, the previous Doom game?
I mean, the previous Doom game was Doom 3, so over a decade.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts how I can't think of many franchises that have reinvented themselves so well.
I just want to point out that right there, one of the Pinkies ran into and squished some of the possessed, and then I got that barrel, and it staggered the Pinky behind it.
Why did you fire that?
Because somebody dropped a BFG shot, so why not?
I hate damn souls. They're so annoying.
Lost Souls, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They remind me of the mini blends from Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked into that, like, that mod I told you about, where the guy's, like, draining the Great Sea. And he's making good progress. I'm pretty impressed.
That's cool.
It does run into the problem of, do you represent, like, do you still have the content where the top of each mountain is where the island would be? I don't know. But, yeah.
Yeah.
As somebody who's starving for Wind Waker mods, or, like, ROM hacks, I'm glad to see it's finally happening.
Yeah, speaking of the long gap between Doom 3 and this game, did you know that they were making kind of like a Call of Duty-inspired Doom in the meantime?
No.
Yeah, so...
Who was making that?
This was id.
Really?
Well, it was before they shifted focus. So yeah, they were making a Doom game after Doom 3 that was kind of, you know, following in the footsteps of what other FPS games were doing around that time. And to this day, they will say that what they had was good, but they sat down and played it, what they had, and they were like, this just isn't Doom. And they threw most of what they had made away and started making this.
Do you think they kept, like, a lot of the character designs, a lot of the weapon designs?
We do have footage of it. We
Okay.
have some footage of this Call of Doom game, which was both what people outside the company and inside were calling it.
That's funny.
And from the looks of it, it seems as though very little made it into this game. This is mostly just being Doom 3, but not trying to be scary.
I see. Well, if they can turn around and make gold out of, like, bronze, then my fingers are really crossed that Prime 4 will be good. I mean, oh, that guy was flying. Like, it's certainly been long enough that this is just my, 2 of them stacked on top of each other. That was weird. But yeah, I'm of the opinion, this might not be a popular opinion, I do not want Prime 4 to come out on the Switch. I don't want it to be a cross-release. I don't want a single
You don't want the
taken.
Switch holding it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's been so long.
At this point, definitely. Like, if it was 2 years ago, I'm like, just have it come out. But at this point, definitely not. The Switch 2 rumors are only picking up in severity.
Right, because here's the thing. Every single Prime game has been shoehorned one way or another, as far as I know. Like, originally it was the fact that the GameCube wasn't as powerful because it used mini discs. Well, not power, storage. And then there's the other problem of the Wii was like 2 GameCubes duct taped together.
1.5, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
technical limitations have always been a thing for video games.
I agree. It's just, it's when the developers expect one thing and are give it another is when it's tricky. Well, that level is done.
Yep. All right, let's find that Helix Stone next time.
I did not think we were getting the BFG.